Welcome back, everybody, to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's Cardinal football as we rejoin the action in the first quarter.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. A give up the middle with Benson.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hopkins, the man in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They run over center with Benson.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The Cardinals at 500 hit 6 and 6. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is going to be a corner route to their tight end, and I'll tell you what, it's man coverage, so that makes it hard for a linebacker to stay with it. And he's able to make the catch on the right side of the field and pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
Still first.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
Benson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a 1st down.
They'll try the left side. McKinney.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 9. Purdy now to throw.
This is Jennings. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now third down and 6 to go.
Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That third down conversion good for 23.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Purdy.
Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Purdy looking to throw.
This is caught. Touchdown! George Kittle halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
as the first half is winding down.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
So
all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he returns this to the 22. The Cardinals offense and running back Trey Benson headed back onto the field. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. The drive will begin with a run by Benson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Another run here with Benson.
And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and force a quick punting situation.
They'll try and throw for it here. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
There's a short one caught by Ryman. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
There's a short one caught by Ryman.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
On the give, it's Benson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
They'll run with Benson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Zone read. Here's Benson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Here we go.
They'll try to run with Benson.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the and put 6 on the board.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Going for it. Here's Benson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey Benson, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cards have taken the lead here in this third quarter. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. The tight end in motion right. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play action. Now Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. A handoff here to Benson.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 20. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery. Arizona.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Here's Purdy. He finds his man. Complete. It's McKinney. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Connects with Kittle underneath. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19.
Back to throw, Purdy.
That's to McCaffrey, complete.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Operating from the gun. Purdy to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Now a toss coming right side. It's McKinney, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A give. Here comes Benson.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll go again with Benson.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. To throw is Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Throwing, Purdy.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Purdy to throw.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because
and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A give up the middle with Benson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.